What's up guys? Today we're playing a game called CookieRun OvenSmash. It's a completely new game. It's made by Dev Sisters, which is a sponsor of this video. If you love Brawl Stars, you're gonna love this game because it is so similar, but personally, I think that this game has way better game modes. It's also extremely easy to pick up. I learned this game and all the characters in less than a day. Plus, look at them, they're so freaking cute. But first, I am headed to beautiful Seoul, South Korea to play in this 3 million won tournament with some of the crew at Tribe. So you'll be seeing a lot of very familiar faces in this video. The craziest thing about this tournament is that we only had the morning of the tournament to practice this game. And I was so nervous because I've never played in a live tournament before, but it went pretty well. So let's get into it and let me know your thoughts on the game because everyone at Tribe loved this game and I want to keep playing it for fun with my friends once it releases. So here we are at the tournament. We also got some very cute merch. Here's OJ showing off some of the merch. There is the gingerbread cookie and then strawberry cookie, which is one of my favorites. The first mode we played on is the Battle Royale mode, where each character, or in this game they're called cookies, they play on their own against 9 other cookies and you try to survive until the very end, similar to Showdown in Brawl Stars. You can hide in the bushes or team if you want to. The last cookie standing wins. I actually did not know this was happening at all, and that's probably a good thing because it would have made me so nervous because I am not a Showdown player at all. We ended up playing 3 games each of this mode, and surprisingly, I got first place twice. I was so freaking surprised. Here I'm playing my favorite strawberry crepe cookie. I thought here for sure I was gonna lose and get second place because my HP was so low, but somehow I won and got first place. So you pick your cookie before getting in the game. I played Dark Choco Cookie, which is a tank type of character. You spawn in a random place on the edges of the map and you open up boxes to collect power jellies. Something different about this game is that you can also collect cards that randomly drop throughout the map. Once you collect this card, you get to choose between 2 different power-ups that give you temporary boost. You can choose to hold onto these cards or use them right away. Here, I'm one of the last cookies remaining. I picked up a card which gave me faster attack speed. This part was so intense that I didn't even realize I had my super up to use. I could have easily killed the other cookie. I was really tired, guys. Either way, I got first again. After these games, we took a little break and we watched some of the other teams play the 3v3 modes. Like I said, I might even like these modes better than the modes in Brawl Stars, and you'll see why. So many characters in OvenSmash have mechanics that I'm already very familiar with. For example, Strawberry Crepe Cookie has a hook and a stun. This cookie can also summon a pet that can either hold up a shield or it can follow and attack enemies. String Cheese Cookie has a turret that you can set up anywhere on the map. You can even put it behind walls or in bushes. Peach Cookie has a jump for an attack, so she jumps and then swings her weapon. She can also jump over walls or puddles of water. Latte Cookie is a thrower type of character that shoots her attack, and upon landing, it splits into 2. She can also fly to dodge attacks, which is pretty cool. Peppermint Cookie has a really strong heal, which can heal itself and its teammates. Cherry Cookie throws bombs, which has pretty long range, and it throws an even bigger bomb for the super. It can also jump to avoid being attacked. There's so many more, which made this game so easy to learn, but so fun as well. On my team, we had myself, OJ, and Ray against one of the Korean teams. The first mode we played on is called Castle Crasher, which is a mix between heist and payload. So there's a payload in the middle. It's a turtle that activates when you stand on it and it shoots a cannon at the enemy's castle. You can see the bars up here that show you the percent left on each team's castle at the top. It's interesting because there's 2 different ways to win. First team to either get the payload to the end of the route or destroy the enemy's castle wins. Ray is playing a thrower called Cherry Cookie. It's such a strong character. I'm playing the same tank that I played earlier called Dark Choco Cookie, and OJ is on a healer called Peppermint Cookie. It's kind of funny looking back at these games because it was literally our first time playing and we actually did so well. I feel like there's a bit more skill involved than in Brawl Stars because there's a lot more elements to worry about and keep track of. There's more character abilities, different power-ups, and it's way harder to spawn trap. This mode also has the cards that spawn randomly on the map, so do the other modes. In this game, I feel like we lost most of the team fights, but we did win the objective, which won us the game overall. Again, this was our first time playing together in general. Since we won, it did leave us feeling pretty good. Moving on to the next mode, it is called Gold Rush. And you'll notice it's also kind of familiar. This mode, again, reminds me of a mix of two different modes in Brawl Stars. So it's kind of like a mix of gem grab and bounty. Instead of gems spawning in the middle of the map, everyone starts off with 0 gold, and you get the gold by killing enemies. If you kill someone, they drop all their gold if they have any, including 1 for their death. First team to 10 gold wins. And even though there's no gems spawning in the middle, you still need to play for mid control because that's where the cards spawn that will give your team certain boosts to go in and get more kills. These games were so close and so intense. I was surprised at how well my entire team played, considering we were also sleep deprived because of the time change in Korea. This was probably my 3rd time ever playing this mode. When I got home, I played a bit more of it and I realized you really need to play together with your team and rely on those cards that spawn in the middle. The end of this game was actually crazy because we killed a cookie carrying their gold exactly when the timer stopped, so we didn't get a proper reset. So the other team still ended up winning. I actually really like this mode. The last mode we played is called Smash Arena. This one's one of the simpler modes. First team to get 10 kills wins, essentially the same as Wipeout. There's a lot of grass on this map, which makes it great for tanks. So I played my signature dark choco cookie. It's actually one of the only ones I've practiced. I feel like if we had a few more days of practicing OvenSmash, we would have done so much better. I didn't know what some cookies' abilities were since I only tested out a few of them before playing. OJ, Ray, and I all had our own set of cookies that we practiced. And I'm just even more determined to learn more about the game and the cookies. This game got so crazy because on the last game, we were about to win. We worked so hard for it. The enemy team just needed 1 more kill from us. I was calling out to my team to move back in the map since there was just 10 seconds left. But unfortunately, OJ ended up getting caught up and Ray went in to try and save him. But we lost with only 3 seconds left. Which is fine because, you know, that kind of stuff always happens. If you watch any intense bounty game, this just always happens. I'm so happy with how my team played. Same with the other team with Ben, Nat, and Hyrule. In the end, the Korean team called Zizon Bon Kim won the entire tournament. They really deserved it. I know one of them also plays Brawl Stars. I've been talking to the other tribe creators and they love this game so much. They're thinking of making content on it. But yeah, here are the champions for the first ever CookieRun OvenSmash tournament. I really feel like this game could do super well, especially because of all the extra added elements. I've been trying to get my hands on this game again, but we're gonna have to wait until a global launch, which I think is gonna be really soon. So make sure you get on it once it releases. You can find all of the information on their release on any of their socials. They'll be linked in the description. If you made it this far and you think you'll have a favorite cookie, let me know in the comments. And thanks again to CookieRun for sponsoring this video and flying me out to Korea to play in this tournament. It was so much fun.